You got a baby in your future? Well, you might want to hear this. This could be very good news for you. It seems you can do a world of good for your baby by getting yourself trained. Nearly 400 families in a Missouri study were given regular advice on child rearing from pregnancy up through age 3. And the result, apparently, smarter babies. The project is called New Parents as Teachers, and its senior consultant is Dr. Burton White, a very well-known educationist. He's joining us this morning, and with him are two parents who have both raised 3-year-olds with the help of the program, Kathy Feisner and Doug Mucko. And thank you for joining us. And you say this is the strongest stuff you have seen in 28 years, and you have seen some stuff. So what in the world is so special?
Well, what we've got is solid evidence that if you give new parents tools, if you let them know something about what children can learn and what gets in the way, you can produce a better start in life for children. And they're not just smarter. Socially, they get along much better. And I hated to see you can get smarter children. That's not really our thrust.
So boil it down for me. I'm sitting at home, I hear this. There's some great new program. Missouri's doing it. Dr. White loves it. What exactly is going on here?
Well, basically, what we've asked the public schools in Missouri to test is it really wiser for education to help provide guidance for the early learning process from birth rather than from kindergarten age? And now, for the first time since the Head Start revolution, we've got very impressive evidence that says the answer is yes.
Okay, the program's been, what, 4 years now?
4 years, yeah.
All right, here's Kathy Feisner. You had a little baby back 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Did they come to you?
They called me when Matthew was 4 weeks old and asked me, explained the program and asked me if I'd be interested in doing something like that.
What'd you think about that?
I was a little hesitant at first because the natural thing is, what do you get for free? But I thought I'd go ahead and give it a try, and I've never regretted it.
You're crazy about it?
I'm crazy about it.
Why?
They teach the parents that when children go through stages, there's a reason why they go through these stages, and that the children are just as frustrated as the parents are, like the terrible twos. We all know about that. And it just makes raising the child so much easier when you know why they go through these things.
Doug Mucko here, I think, was just a little bit reticent to get involved in this program.
I was very reluctant. When the program started, my wife said, come on, we'll go up, we'll see the first videotaping of exactly what the program is going to have in it. And I did not want to commit to the 2 nights a month, 3 hours per session. And I did not want to be involved. I thought, come on, children have been raised for years. Why do we need to go to this?
Now, what did you learn about yourself and what you had to do that you wouldn't have gotten without this program?
Well, the primary thing I learned was how to make and give my children good quality time. So
what does that mean?
Well, when I'm with my children, I know exactly what stage they're going through, the things that I can do with them to help nourish the stage they're in. For example, if they're just learning how to get their gross motor skills fine-tuned, something as simple as block hand-to-hand transfers, language skills or comprehension skills. I could play with them.
Teacher?
I can play with them. I can play with them on a level.
So what we're learning here, Dr. White, is to try to understand what that child is going through in those rapid years of development, so that we a little more can get into their experience. Is that
the
it?
most critical years of
Parents
development.
have a tremendous capacity to help shape the lifelong style of their own children. A tremendous capacity. But to think that just because you're a woman, you don't need to know anything except the telephone number of your medical person is insane.
That's right.
Huh? There are lots of things that get in the way of the best development from the beginning. Like just if a child gets a cold 3 or 4 times a year. That's not good for learning of language. Right? So we have these parents looking to see if the children are hearing well right from the beginning.
Okay, terrific program. You sold me. I'm ready to go. I don't live in Missouri.
Have you got a kid?
No, I don't.
Well, we're going to have to do something.
All right, I'll work on that. But the parent who does not live in Missouri and says, boy, I love this idea. What am I going to do?
There are about 10,000 programs around this country that have sprung up in the last 15 years. None of them are as complete or as potent as Missouri, but you can reach out in your catchment area, check the junior leagues, for example. They sponsor a lot of them. And then demand from your educational leaders this service, you know?
It's important.
It's crazy not to have it, and somebody's got to provide some leadership. And now that Missouri has done it,
right.
Yes.
Envy ought to take over.
People that saw us in the program from the start. The first month we talked about it. The second month they started seeing some changes in us, and we knew so much more about raising our children.
People were coming to us asking us questions.
Thank you, all three, for coming by and telling us about the program.
Thank you for
It's
having
now
us.
just 6 minutes before the hour.
Ahead this week on the Morning News, Harry Belafonte.